You're listening to Barbell Logic,
the podcast where we talk about what it means to experience strength
and how you can use simple, hard, and effective strategies in training and nutrition to improve your life.
It starts with meeting you where you are right now and finding lasting solutions.
Welcome to the show. You're listening to a special holiday edition of Barbell Logic podcast. I'm here with my beautiful wife, Mrs. Reynolds. Rachel, how are you?
Hello.
And we're just going to take a few minutes and talk about the holidays and what we love about Christmas and send out a holiday message from the Reynolds. So one of the things I love is that, I maybe told this story before, we were both raised pretty poor.
Yeah.
I was poorer than you were. Your parents lived well below their means, so it probably felt like you were poorer than you were.
Yes.
And so I was always raised with like a Kmart Christmas tree that we put up every year that was probably, $49 at Kmart. One time we used it for 17 years in a row. And I think yours was similar, right?
Yeah, very similar. They probably still have it.
They're probably still using it.
Yeah.
And your parents do great. So I love the fact that one thing that was important to you around Christmas time is that we started getting real trees many years ago, probably 10 years ago or more.
Yeah, I think so.
And the number of trees that we purchase every year have increased. And so we now have 3 very large real trees in our house, plus one flocked tree. Is that what it's called? Like the white tree, which is up in our homeschool nook, is a great big huge picture window in the second floor. We put it in that window so you can see it from the street. It's really cool. And I love the way you decorate for Christmas. We try to decorate really classy and put it's mostly white lights and greenery, and the colors all match. And I love, my favorite thing to do is when I get up in the morning really early, and I've been getting up even earlier than normal, which just so people know, like, I don't enjoy that. I don't set an alarm. I've been getting up at like 3:45 the last couple of weeks. And I'm like, come on, I can go out to sleep. I can't. I get up and I get to work. By the way, one of the reasons I do that is because I'm really excited about work. I think about, like, I'll wake up and I get excited about the work I have to do because I love my job at Barbell Logic. I love being the CEO of this company, and it's gone really well. And so, I think about the years when I was a public school teacher and I would wake up and yell every curse word in the book and throw my phone. And so I get up early and I'm excited. And I love this time of year because I open up our door, I get dressed, I go to the bathroom, put my contacts on, get dressed, and walk out the door. And all the lights are off in the house except for all the Christmas lights are on. So, the banister lights, the Christmas lights on the trees. I love the look of our house at nighttime, which is at 4 a.m. for me, lit up with Christmas lights. And so I love Christmas. We've always been big Christmas people.
Yeah, I love Christmas. Just to reiterate, we started getting trees, like you said, about 10 years ago. And we started with one big Christmas tree, and then we went to another tree, and then another tree. I probably will want one eventually in your office.
I know. I thought that too, to give some symmetry.
Yeah.
So for those of you guys that don't know, it's been 4 years ago now, almost 3.5 years
19,
ago. Yeah. A Georgian colonial style house here in Springfield, Missouri. And it's just a beautiful classic home.
Think Home Alone.
Yeah,
the house from Home Alone.
Yeah, but not that nice.
Not that nice.
It's not
just that style, where it's a 2-story, just orange
just
brick.
You wouldn't know if it was built in 1770 or last year. It's a classic look that'll always remain. So it's, kind of red orange brick home, white trim, things like that. And the thing that really, really attracted us to the house, while the house was really classically beautiful, was it had an enormous number of windows, huge picture windows everywhere.
Light everywhere. And so it gives you an opportunity to put up really nice Christmas trees and so yes, I love going outside and going out by the mailbox and looking back at the house and seeing the Christmas trees. And you're right. So we've got our so if you're looking at our house, the front door is kind of in the middle. And the big dining room window is to the right of the door if you're looking from the mailbox. And my office window, which is the identical window, is to the left of the front door. And the big homeschool nook window is above the front door. So that flocked tree is above it. And we got a big tree in the dining room, but we don't have one in my office. And if we did, it would be perfect. Might have to do that next year.
That's why I'm getting 4 giant Christmas trees that then I have to haul out on December 27th.
Hey, we donate it though. We have a local farm that have pigs, and I don't know what pigs love about Christmas trees, but I'm sure root around on them, maybe for shelter to keep them warm. Yeah, pigs, they eat anything.
Trees, Christmas trees. We've seen Deadwood. We know how it works. So
I just wanted to take a few minutes, and we were talking about this. I actually, a couple mornings ago, walked out on the porch, and I was thinking about like our youngest daughter, who's now almost 13, being born, and what Kaylin, who's 17, almost 18, what she looked like then she was 5, and just how cute she was. And I just thought to myself, like, man, this is incredible, the life we get to live. We're really, really blessed. And it's not about coming on the podcast and being like, let's brag about the life we get to live. It's that we've lived a lot of hard life too. And the last decade, and certainly there have been some hard times over the last decade as well, and lawsuits and fun stuff. But I'm very thankful that I get to get up and do this every day. And so we get to get up every day. We homeschool our kids, and you get to stay at home with me, and I get to work from home, and I do a job that I absolutely love. It's hard for me to, like, anytime I type that to my staff, my leadership, I actually put the word job in quotation marks because it doesn't feel like a job. It's hard. It's stressful, but I love it so much. I love what we do at Barbell Logic. I love what we do for our clients and what our staff is able to do for those clients and what we're able to do for our staff and the lives we get to change. And the life allows us to lead. I mean, we lead an incredible life. We get to work from anywhere in the world. We're going to go see my family, my brother, who's been on the podcast before. We're all traveling down to Florida right after Christmas and for New Year's, and my mom and my sister and her kids, and we're going to do that. And I get to just work a little. And it's not that I can't escape work. It's that I love it so much. I love this job. I love this business. I love what I do. And because of the waking up at 3:45 in the morning, then I don't have to work at 3:30 and 4:30 and 5:30 and 8:30 at night. I get to spend time with my family. And so I'm super thankful of that around this season for sure.
I'm also very thankful for it as well. I mean, you explained it very well. We're able to stay at home and be with our girls and spend time that otherwise would have been spent away from home, away from each other. And I mean, that time becomes even more precious when your oldest is a senior in high school, and that possibility of moving away for college or moving out in the next few years is very, very real. And so every last moment that we can spend with both of them, especially our oldest, is even more precious. So
this last year has been really good for us and good for our family and good for the business. And it's not that it hasn't been hard. The world has gone crazy. The world has gone mad since March of 2020. And so, nothing feels normal anymore. And so for us at Barbell Logic, we've just tried to double down on what we do best and not try to do things that we're not or be people that we're not. And so to provide the best value we can for our clients has been really important. And I'm not just talking about online coaching clients. And so for those of you that are listening, I really want you to understand how grateful I am to all of you, whether you are just a consumer of our content, which we freely put out because we just want it to bring value to anybody who wants to listen. And that will always be that way. Our content's not behind a paywall. That's not the goal. And or our online coaching clients, our academy students, our staff, our coaches, my employees, my leadership, the team that I am blessed to be surrounded by has made this all possible. And that's why it's so fun for me to be able to be generous and gracious with our staff and with our clients. This is like, because they're incredible. They're incredible people. And so it's so rare that we have an issue come up that has to be addressed from sort of crucial conversation standpoint, or you have to have some sort of confrontation with a staff member or a client. And clients are the same way. Their clients are just, I think we have over 1,300 clients, counting the students as well, the online coaching clients and the students. And they're amazing. It's amazing when you have like one person who is, which is a very rare occasion that we're like, oh, we got to deal with sort of a high maintenance person, and it actually makes them stand out more because of how great everybody else is. And it's, the norm is our clients are incredible. Our content consumers are incredible. We get amazing emails all the time from people that, this has changed their life or moved them in the right direction, or they've been able to start to coach when they didn't know that they were going to be able to do that. And, having something like the Barbell Academy where they can learn how to be a coach and refine their coaching chops from their home gym in the midst of COVID, when travel was shut down forever and gyms are shut down, and for people to have an opportunity to be able to train from their homes, train from anywhere they want, anytime they want with the equipment they have. Our coaches get to do the same thing, coach from anywhere in the world. And of course, we've experienced that coaching anywhere, whether we're on vacation or on business trips or whatever it is. I'm able to coach our academy students the same. They get to learn cut their teeth and their coaching chops online, which is incredible. CJ's put an incredible program together there. And so I look back and I really get overwhelmed with gratitude and emotion for what has been built here. And I want to be very careful that I didn't build this. Like this was certainly a part of my vision years ago, but the reality is like I've just been surrounded with great people. And so I'm super thankful. We're close to, obviously, our immediate family. We're all very close together. We're going through Advent stuff together, like getting up and doing Advent stories and verses and eating dinners together and like planned out meals and making Christmas cookies and doing like, all this stuff. And went bowling for the first time in a couple years this week and had a blast going bowling and just as a family. But we're also really close to our extended family, which is really cool. And I know not a lot of people are like that, or there are lots of people probably listening to this that don't have that same relationship. And so again, that's not to rub anybody's face in it, but it's really cool that I'm close with my family, but my family, I lost my dad this year in March. My brother's in Boston. We're a little more spread out now. And as time has gone on, it's like we blinked. It feels like it was just a few years ago that the entire Reynolds family would meet at my grandma and grandpa's house, and Christmas was there. And then it was at my parents' house. And now like we're the ones that hold the Christmas. And so, it's weird. You get in your mid 40s and you're like, oh, what happened to going to grandma and grandpa's house? You're like, no, that's you guys now. Like we're not grandma and grandpa, but it's not that far away. At your family, I'm so thankful for your family and how close we are to them. They all really live here. We go to your mom and dad's house. We're close with your brother and his wife and their kids. And our kids are close to their kids. The cousins are close. As a matter of fact, the cousins are close across the board. And so we don't have to go through any of we have to go do Thanksgiving or, we have to go do Christmas with people that we can't stand. We love these people. It's awesome. And so again, I don't want to spend too much time gloating on the podcast but we're just blessed. I'm just thankful. I'm thankful. So you can see me. I've got tears in my eyes because I'm so grateful and thankful for these things. And that's not to say that we did anything to deserve it, because we certainly didn't. And so I just want to take a few minutes and just thank everybody, that those of you who are a part of our community, again, whether you're clients or students or content consumers or staff, coaches, whoever you are, I'm super, super thankful for the way you've contributed to the business and Barbell Logic this year. Again, we've been incredibly blessed in the midst of a recession. We know that money is tight. For those of you who have chosen to spend money with us this year, we don't take it lightly. And we want to do everything we can to bring you value for that money, because we know you work hard for it. And so, so the economy's tough and we're in a recession and maybe a depression's coming. And our commitment to you is that we continue to provide as much value as we can above and beyond what the cost is for you of what we provide, whether that's online coaching or academy classes or webinars or seminars or any of those sort of things. And so I'm just thankful. We've got a lot on the horizon for 2023. The business as it stands today is now more than 6 years old. And the online coaching business is on January 1st going to be 7 years old. And so the first half of that first year was just me. There were no employees. And then we started to add employees, and then we really expanded in December of
16.
16. Thank you. December 16. And so, we've tried to commit to bringing tremendous value all of this time. And so I don't think we've always done that perfectly, but I think we've done it as well as we can. And over the past 6 years, one of the things that we've done is we have really figured out how to do online coaching really well. Not perfect, and we'll never be satisfied, but the online coaching piece of this, the effectiveness of our system of online coaching, of pairing people with expert coaches, this daily touch points with your coach, technique breakdown, screen recordings, now our own software that we own has been incredible. And we recognized, we've been working on this for about 3 years and then really pushing hard the last year. We recognized that software and that system was valuable to a world even outside of Block. And so we don't have an attitude of scarcity. We have an attitude of abundance. And so we want to share that style of coaching and our software with the world that's not even Block, for good coaches out there that maybe don't coach exactly like us, or that coach in different sort of realms. Maybe they're speed coaches, or they work with athletes, or they work with whatever, some sort of demographic or some sort of niche that's probably not exactly what we do. And so TurnKey Coach is what we call that. That's on the horizon, and it's exciting for what's coming in 2023. It's led to tremendous opportunities here at the end of 2022, and I'm just thankful for that as well. But I want to be clear that our commitment remains the same for Barbell Logic, which is to provide tremendous Barbell Logic coaching to our clients to try to improve their quality of life, to do the same for our staff so that they have the freedom to do this from anywhere in the world that they want to. And so, man, it's not very often you sit and you get to just take a few minutes and take a deep breath and think about, like, I can't believe that this is our life. I can't believe it's our life. I'm super thankful for that. By the way, thankful for you. Thank you. We are coming up on 23 years.
Yeah.
So it's
next year, next May.
It's been really good. So thank you guys for everything that you've done for us, not just this year, but in the past 6 or 7 years. Some of you have been with me for 7 years, and it's really wild.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you for sure. I'm so glad I'm not a public school teacher anymore.
Amen.
And so I hope you get an opportunity to just enjoy your family, your friends, remember the real value and the purpose of the season that we're in, and do the things that are most important and not so urgent. That is my hope for us, and that is my wish and my prayer for you as you listen. So I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas to everybody, and a Happy New Year. You'll hear me again as we get into the new year with all sorts of fun stuff, and it'll be new beginnings. By the way, the same thing I love about all the beautiful decorations in our home, I actually really enjoy taking them all down at the end of Christmas and New Year's comes along, and I was thinking about this morning. It feels like the fresh new thing, right? You decorate for Christmas and it's cold, and then you take all this stuff down, and it's like, okay, it's new beginnings. It's starting. We start to turn our eyes towards spring, and I'm excited for that. So we have all kinds of fun stuff coming up in 2023. Again, not to make this a commercial, we've got great opportunities right now for memberships for online coaching. We've got incredible discounts for the Academy. Coming up in 2023, we have a 2023 For Me challenge focusing on health and conditioning in January. So as you start to think about, you ate a few too many Christmas cookies or whatever that was, we've got a challenge coming up in January for you that'll be free to do. Again, that's just something that we're trying to do to build community. And so thank you again for everything that you've done for us over the past several years and this year especially. And our goal is to continue to provide great value to you in what we provide from a content and coaching perspective in the new year. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
See you guys.